Good morning, everybody. So this morning I thought I would do a quick tip and trick around creating your worksheets as a background. I had a call over the weekend from a teacher who was quite frustrated every time the children came up and wrote over the worksheet and she'll end up erasing her entire worksheet. So I thought I would just show you how you would create your worksheet in the background that this wouldn't happen. Now I'm using the updated LYNX Whiteboard software, so LYNX 8. So if you want to learn more about that, please join us on Wednesday at 3 p.m. for an online training session. But to kick off this morning's tip and trick, first off, I'm just going to go into our Create. So open up a blank page. Now what I'm going to do is go into Edit Background. So you will see I'm now in my background. This particular activity that the teacher was doing was a handwriting activity, so I'm just going to show you where I would find content for that. So if I just go again, plus icon, show content. If I go into my browse section, my backgrounds, my lined paper, and I just bring across a standard lines or basic lines. Let me just close that for a second. In the new one, you can also change your lines, your grids. So if you wanted something a bit wider, I'm just going to stick to our basic. Right, then I just want to go again and bring in some content. So I'm going to go into our search category, go in here and just say alphabet dotted lines. Right, and just bear with me with the internet. Right, so here let's bring up a few options. So what I can do is, let me just see it. Here we go. So let's say we want to bring across the A's. So bring across both. Let's just close that. I can resize it. So let me just make sure that's resized. Remove the background. So there we go. So that might be a bit... okay, then here we go. Let's do the same here. Take away the background and resize to what we need. Okay. Maybe make that a bit bigger. Right. So now you've got your A's. Okay. So now what I'm able to do is go and exit my background, bring in my text pen, and say handwriting. Okay. Put that up there as a header. Now what the children will be able to do is, by selecting their pen, is come up and then write over this. Just sorry, I am on my laptop. So if they write over that and then you erase, you are not going to erase your background. So that will just then assist in setting up your worksheets. Another example, I'm just going to go add a page. I'm going to go again into edit background. I am then going to go into show content. And what you can do now is, like you see, all I did was in my search section, say alphabet dotted lines. I can simply bring this in, make it full page, say, right, I'm happy with that. And then what I can do is just exit background. Now, once again, if I go and write over this, so if I try and write over this, and I then go and erase, my background does not erase. Now, a further example, if you were setting up tables, just to show you again, what we could do is we could go again and say edit background, go into our page options, we can change our background color, so let's just make it a green. Then what I can go and do in my content, you will see you've got flowcharts here. So here I can go and bring in boxes to make a table. So you can simply just go and do that. Right, so let's say we wanted herbivores and carnivores, for example. So let's do this. Or you were doing hundreds, tens, and thousands, or you were doing a science lesson, whatever the case is. Let me just make these bigger. So let's say we've got the two tables. Again, you can go and change your change your style. You can change, I can say I don't want these to have a color. We can change the thickness of our line. So let's say we want to make that smaller and maybe we want that a blue. And let's say we want this let's see if the green shows up, and again also slightly thinner. Okay, so you're able to change that, and bearing in mind I'm still in my background. So right, so now we've got our table, for example. Then you can say edit background, and what you can then do is then go and bring in again your content. So let's just go have a look here. Let's go look from a lion. So let's find a good picture of a lion. Let's bring in that lion, for example. Let me just go back here. I just want to quickly go back here and see if let me just see what this gives us. Okay, I'm just looking for the right picture of a lion. Okay, well, let's bring this one in. Right, so now we've got a lion. Right, so now we've got a lion. Let's go bring in a panda. Right, we've got a panda. Let's go bring in let's go bring in a tiger. Let's go bring in a tiger. Right. Let's go bring in an eland. Right. Let's go bring in an elephant. Okay. And let's go bring in a jackal. Okay. Right, so now you've got, let's say, your categories, your images you wanted to bring in. So we can just go and put these, let's just go and move these up a bit. Right. So now what I can go and do with these images is I can now go and say I want these to be editable while presenting. So make sure you click on all of them to say editable while presenting. Right. Okay, right. So now what that means is, oh wait, we just need let's just go and put carnivore, and let's just say before. And again, it really doesn't matter which content it is. That's up to you. It's not bound by any curriculum. Okay, so now that we have a table, what we are able to do is go into start presenting. And now if I had to ask the kids to come up and group these, they would now be able to come up to the board and move these then into the right place, because I've now made them editable while presenting, and I cannot interfere with my background at all. They can now then come up and group them. So that's as easy it is to create very basic content and interactive lessons using your background tool. As always, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to join our Star Educator community platform. Simply just go to pop us an email or go onto our website to join. Thank you so much.